We all know that people can do some pretty dumb things in the search for their 15 minutes of fame. But what you may not know is that this is not a modern invention. People have been jumping on stupid trends forever. Today, we're going to take a look at two weird ones that swept the 20th century. Before we get into it though, I feel like I've got to say this. Please don't do any of these FLasHbacK fads. Let's start off with the easiest and safest fad first. In 1959, a posse of South African college students completed an incredibly odd task. They stuffed 25 students into a normal phone booth. Clearly this was a new adventure, and soon word spread. This fad quickly turned into a challenge throughout colleges. Students quickly began putting their higher education to use, trying to employ mathematics, geography, geometry to figure out the best way to stuff students into phone booths. This fad quickly died out though, just as fast as it began. Towards the 60s, it changed into stuffing kids into a Volkswagen. I can personally attest to that one because my father has regaled me multiple times with his college stories of stuffing people into cars. As weird as that fad sounds, there are some that are even weirder. We all remember not too long ago there was the Tide Pod trend where people were doing dumb things. However, this wasn't the first time kids went around eating things they shouldn't have for clout. In the 1930s, college students started a new challenge that involved Goldfish. Lothrop Withington Jr. helped start this fad. He was running for his class presidency and promised that he would do anything for them. To prove his devotion to his peers, he chose to swallow a live goldfish. This is weird, and people naturally sought to top his pescatarian performance. The challenge eventually morphed from simply being able to swallow a fish to the number of fish one could swallow. The record was once held by Albert Hayes of MIT with 42 fish in less than an hour. It wasn't long before that record was smashed with 89 goldfish gulped by Joseph Delibertato. Delibertato? I don't know. Anyway, many people continue to try this fishy feat. So many people that in many places the legal system actually had to step in. Massachusetts banned the cruel and wanton consumption of fish, while the United States Public Health Service argued that swallowing live goldfish could transmit tapeworms to the challenger. Colleges who were eager to continue this extracurricular eating quickly tried to disprove this argument with researched papers proving that a grown man could chow down on 150 goldfish without facing anything more than a tummy tickle. This fad did eventually die down, but not before the record eventually reached an amazing 300 goldfish. Sorry. I want you to take a second and think back through all the fads that you've witnessed on the internet. How do you think these FLasHbacK fads rank? Are they better than modern trends, or does it just demonstrate that young people are forever doomed to do dumb things? Let me know what you think down in the comments below. If you liked what you saw, smack that like button, and if you want to see more stuff, then click the subscribe button. And as always, I'm constantly looking for new topics to do videos about. If you've got one in mind, leave it in the comments and I'll dig into it. Again, as always, thanks for watching Rapid Rewind.